Summer holidays are a really interesting mixture of good news and bad news. The good news is that you get a break from studying and the pressures of school. You might get a long lie-in and maybe you go on holiday. The bad news is that the routines that help you to keep in touch with the people who are important to you are set aside for a while. It's easy to feel a bit lonely and left out. This is important because we know from lots of research that having supportive people who are interested in you around is one of the most, if not the most important thing you can do to look after yourself and your mental health. The importance of these relationships might not always seem obvious, especially if you notice yourself feeling a little bit more down or anxious than you'd like to. Those feelings can make you hesitate before reaching out to other people, because it takes a bit more effort and sometimes a bit of courage. If you feel that way, remember you're not alone and there are things you can do about it. There are lots of ways that other people can help us. Sometimes they listen to what we're thinking, hoping and feeling. Other times they are the company that can make the things that we do even more enjoyable and memorable. They might help us to do the things we wouldn't feel able to do on our own, but we definitely can do when we know there's someone at our side. And let's not forget the people who help us to do things that aren't quite so easy when our routines change. And we need to be a bit more imaginative or proactive in making things happen, because they become even more important during the summer break. All of this works both ways. You have just as much potential to be that person for someone else and make their summer great too. There are loads of ideas for things you can do to look after yourself on the On My Mind pages, and almost all of them are more enjoyable when you share them with someone else. Pick out some ideas that appeal to you, like going for a run, watching some funny videos on YouTube, or just hanging out and having a chat, big or small. Try to use at least one or two of these ideas each week for the summer break to help you and your family to make the most of the extra time you have. This will help to protect you against some of the difficult feelings that can creep in during the summer and give you some great stories to tell when all too soon you're back at school again.